So, turns out that Nintendo is getting ready. is getting ready for the Switch 2. All right? According to this rumor, they seem to be getting 10 million units ready for its first year. And you know what? I agree with that. In fact, if it's only for the year, I think that's a little too little, right? I don't think that's enough, quite frankly. Because here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that the Switch 2 will be in between the power of a PS4 and a PS5. Not only that, but which according to rumors it will very well be that, or maybe a little bit more. But not only that, but also I hope that it will have the DS/3DS form factor. Think about it. Imagine how many games would benefit from that. Like, imagine if they make a remaster of Breath of the Wild, right? Just think about that real quick. Think about them making a remaster to Breath of the Wild where it actually retained the second screen functionality like it did in the previous versions of Breath of the Wild before it came to the Switch. Before it was planned to come to the Switch. When it was only planned for the Wii U, they planned to make second screen functionality. But because that did not happen, well, there you go. You know? Because they scrapped that idea and put it on the Nintendo Switch, which I don't know why they couldn't just let the Wii U have that feature and the Switch not, but whatever. But because of that, dude, we didn't get that. Because of the original Nintendo Switch, we didn't get that. See, the Nintendo Switch, to me, has always felt limited. Not only in terms of power, but its concept in general. It's nice that it's Nintendo's first HD portable. And some things took advantage of that, some didn't. Right? Essentially, it was almost a portable Wii U. But people seem to be missing the fact that it's not exactly a portable Wii U now, is it? No. See, the Wii U had a lot more convenient and fun ways to play the games, right? So, say if you're talking about Assassin's Creed. Well, in Assassin's Creed, you could have the game on the gamepad, which I guess for a portable you don't need. You could also have the map functionality. I think you also had the weapons, right? Like, you could have selected the weapons from the gamepad instead of the inventory, which I liked better. That's amazing, yeah. That's more convenient. That's a more convenient way of playing the game, you know? There you go. There you go. So, let's make another example, right? Let's say we have, what's a game of Zelda. Right, Zelda in general. Not only Breath of the Wild, which, oh my god, I could get into deep-ass details as to how a remaster of that would benefit from a DS form factor. I could tell you how right now. I could make a book about how it would benefit from having a console with a DS form factor. You know? Imagine being able to switch all your weapons in Breath of the Wild on the fly. Which is funny because the rumor even showed or even said that it was running a remastered version of Breath of the Wild. Right? Something like that. So yes, we could very well be getting it if it does come with all that stuff, right? If Breath of the Wild does come to this new Switch 2 with better frame rate, better graphics, and a second screen functionality that lets you switch weapons on the fly, put the map on the screen, which actually in Breath of the Wild, that is stupidly useful. Like, actually stupidly useful. Don't let this game confuse you, you know? Unlike other games where they have, like, checkpoints and markers and all that shit on the freaking screen, right? Breath of the Wild was the only one that didn't really do that. But because it was meant for the Wii U, it didn't have that feature. Like the game was made around that feature where you could just obviously have the map on the gamepad while you play the game on the screen. So you could have all that stupid clutter that's usually in video games. You know which ones I'm talking about, right? Unfortunately, it didn't really let us have the map on the screen. So you always, and I mean always, especially with those specific missions where you have to find a certain thing, you have to be at a certain spot and blah, 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 right? You always have to press select, put up the map, and try to find your destination there. You know? It sucked. I hated it. I hated that part. But with this new Nintendo console, they could possibly do that. And you know what? I think 10 million units in its first year is amazing. That's all there is to it. I think the Switch 2 will be great. I think it will. But I hope that they actually fix the problems from the previous one and not just repeat it, right? Because you'll always have those stupid Nintendo fanboys being like, oh, dude, Nintendo doesn't need power. Shut the fuck up. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Especially nowadays with Sony rumored to be making a portable. Microsoft, I just did a video on that. I don't know which one will be uploaded, this one or that one or the other one, but it is rumored that Microsoft will be making a portable as well. Not to mention that the Switch 2 also has to compete with the Steam Deck, which has been gaining traction. The ROG Ally, or Rogue, whatever it's called, the ROG Ally has been gaining traction. All these portable PCs have been gaining traction. So it is in Nintendo's best interest if they did, and I mean if they did, actually went with power. Or, not just power, obviously. Power, affordability. Like, if the rumor is correct in saying that it could handle a bunch of the modern engines that the PS5 and Series X was able to handle, you know, like the, what was the name of that? The Matrix one? And it seems to be around the same power level as the PS5, if not, in between the PS4 and the PS5. That's okay. That's good. That's fine. But don't let these Nintentards tell you that, oh, Nintendo doesn't need power. Yes, the fuck they do. Even if the Switch, didn't need it, it could have benefited from more. Think about it. They wouldn't even need to make another portable that completely wipes the slate again and make them have to go at it again if they just had enough power in the Switch. Now, ain't that right? Imagine if the Switch was as powerful as the PS4 and Xbox One at the time. Guess what? It wouldn't be needing another console until 2 years later. 2 years from now. I guarantee you. Because developers are still till this day, are making new games for these 10-year-old pieces of hardware. Now imagine if the Switch was as powerful as those 10-year-old pieces of hardware. Guess what? That means that the Switch would have been able to get all these games and wouldn't even have to worry about a new console. Crazy, I know. So guess what? Yes, they should go with power for this one and shut your goddamn mouths. Don't ruin it for other people that actually want to see third-party support as well as first-party support on this console. Hell. Think about it. If it's a Switch 2 actually has power and sales, dude, you would not miss out on any game, I guarantee it. In fact, wasn't there a poll that said that developers are more excited to develop for the Switch 2 than they are for the Series consoles, right? Than the Xbox consoles, right? Wasn't that a recent poll or something? There's some rumor, something like that. There was some rumor. Yeah. Or actually, it wasn't a rumor. It was actually a poll. I forgot what it was completely all about, but essentially, developers are hyped for the Switch 2. And so, I hope that hype isn't coming out of nowhere. And also, please, Nintendo, have that DS form factor. I would love it. And force these third-party these third-party companies to make their game around it. Thank you very much. I would appreciate that. So, be sure, yeah, we're pretty much done here. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. And, yeah, tell me what you guys think on what you want the Switch 2 to become. So, I'll see you guys later.